Hello, this is KTH77 and welcome to day 16 of Vita Vlog video every day in April. So this is a little bit of a technique I've used before to help me to get things done. I've been told by different sources, some people are like, oh no, it's a great way to help get you motivated, and other people are like, no, it's bad, it'll kind of like maybe burn you out or put too much pressure on you. I've tried it before and it did seem to work a decent amount, so I'm just going to give it a try here. There are several ideas for videos that I've had. Talked about various different things, but these are the sort of the essay style videos. Those are kind of popular lately, and while I don't like to jump on a bandwagon, I have in mind to make them for a long time now, and hopefully by talking about it here, it'll help give me the motivation I need to be able to like work on those videos outside of just the Vita, because I don't really want to work on them during the month the Vita's going on, just because it'll take a while to finish. I might start working on one or two of them and like have these going up while I work on those other kind of videos, but whatever. These are the ideas I have for those kinds of videos. I'm going to put them out there. They're going to be in public and said. That way there's like a weird kind of accountability going on that'll help me sort of be like, yeah, maybe I could work on that. Maybe I should work on that. So one of them is one of the longer in the works ideas I've had but haven't put down to paper or file is about environmental storytelling in visual mediums, particularly in animation, since you create all of the backgrounds and all of that. And I would be comparing and contrasting the films Wall-E and Big Hero 6 and how they use their environments, or perhaps they don't use their environments. Nextly is sort of a bit more of just sort of a personal emotional video, is talking about like fandoms and kind of just talking about how people are like, they diss a show because they have a bad fan base, and even then that's kind of a bad fan base or a couple of terrible people, but it's something to get into the video on itself. I do want to really make kind of like feels like an emotional thing to get for, but I'm not going to be like just pure emotion. I'm going to try to say things intelligently and not just be like, leave this alone. Just going to be just like hey, let's kind of like knock this off and let's try to do this, you know. Next is a video I want to title Why I Hate the Word Anime, which is going to be me talking about sort of this idea of how we like segregate the ideas of a Western cartoon and Eastern cartoon, and just kind of break down why I think it's silly and kind of have a big takeaway at the end. Anyways, I am pretty excited about that one because that's a bit of a chip on my shoulder I've had for a while. The next idea is sort of this thing about why it's about Mario, Sonic, and Mega Man, because I am super interested because those are like the three big mascot characters, and basically how the companies have handled them over the years and how they've gotten to how they are now with like whenever a Mario game comes out, it's always just going to be a successful game. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, Mario, I can trust that to be good. Well, Sonic has had this hardcore fan base, like a smaller group of far more dedicated people who are far more invested in the character of Sonic. And then maybe talk about why. I mean, I know a lot of it may be like internal problems with the creators of Mega Man and stuff, but maybe talk about a little bit of why Mega Man he's still beloved by people, but he may not have quite done so well. We don't hear much about the Blue Bomber as we do about the other two big mascots. And I don't even know what like Namco Bandai's mascot character would be. Snake? Oh man, they really shot themselves in the foot with that. Ooh boy. Oh man. Konami. There's a hashtag with a swear word that I don't want to say because then I'll have to censor it. And the last one, I'm not really sure if it's something I would make a video on. It's just, I was watching Moana and I kind of noticed it's like, there's a lot of unrelated characters and obstacles in that movie, and it kind of makes me think of like the two different well, they're not saying they're the only two different styles, but they're two distinct styles of either everything is a direct result of a villain, or there's like these unrelated enemies in your way to get where you're going. It's kind of interesting because you look at the Spyro the Dragon games. In the first and third games, it's a unified enemy, both Nasty Nork and his Norks, and the Sorceress and her Rhinox. But in the second game, Ripto's only really messing around with the home worlds, while each individual world has its own enemies and own problems that you're dealing with. And it's interesting, similar to how like in the Iliad, is it Iliad? No, the Odyssey, where the character Homer has to go through a whole bunch of different issues, like Charybdis and Scylla and the Cyclopses, but they aren't related to his ultimate goal of getting home to his wife and stopping her from marrying someone else. So I think it might be interesting to look at those two kind of distinct kinds of storytelling. I don't know, I'm not sure if I would make a full video on it. That's just more of a stray observation at this point. But yeah, those are some ideas I have for like videos that I would like to make in the sort of video essay style, or the extra credits sort of kind of talking academically, but still maybe delivering it in a kind of fun and interesting sort of way. So maybe I'll make those videos, or maybe I'll never make those videos. Who knows? I'm just some unprofessional guy making videos on the internet.